Hi, Ben. How are you?
Good, Manuel. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. I'm looking forward to learn from you about how to get job content into HR information systems. So that's something I want to learn about today. But before we learn, people want to know, who are you?
I'm good to be with you. My name's Ben Frost. I'm a senior client partner in Korn Ferry's digital business. I work with lots of organizations around our success profile content, help them define what good looks like, and then you use that as a basis to say, well, how do our people and their skills match up to that today? What are the gaps that we need to close, and how do we go about doing that?
Great. So you are really the guy who creates the solutions for our customers. And
Yep.
now, regarding these HR information systems, what is the challenge you want to talk about today?
So I'd say, I mean, as we think about this, and let's think about sort of why this is an issue. So the big HRIS systems, most of them call for some kind of job content. Obviously, we're going to load all of our employee data into those systems, and we also then want to link employees to jobs so that we can do things like take particular actions, only for certain jobs above a certain level or in a certain function, or to have those kind of reporting relationships that drive some of the workflow and some of the processes that those HRIS systems enable. So they all call for some kind of job content, but most of the time, as an organization implementing HRIS, you have to bring that content yourself. They don't come with that content sort of out of the box. And that causes, I think, two types of issues for organizations. One might be where an organization just doesn't have any job content, doesn't really have much documentation written down already. And so they're looking for a quick and easy way to stand that up. Or you could be at the opposite end of the spectrum where you have job content, but it's a mess. It needs cleaning, and part of the purpose of implementing HRIS is that you don't want to put your current mess into that system. So you want to go through a process of rationalizing and cleaning and harmonizing. But again, looking for a quick and structured way to do that.
So kind of the client has this beautiful closet, but we make sure, or the closet only makes sense when you also have ordered clothes in it. So we help them to order their job architecture and bring it in the system so that they can really work with it in the system.
Yeah, absolutely. We talk a lot about bringing order out of chaos, right? That if we have either chaos or actually nothing, that we can create that sort of ordered job architecture that then enables the HRIS.
So we're already talking about the solution. What would you say, like, how does the solution look like for the client?
So quite often we'll start with the data, the employee data that an organization already has, and we'll go through a reasonably quick process to map each of a client's jobs or people to one of our success profiles. And they already have a structure. They already are organized into levels and into functions. And so we can already start to understand some of the likely relationships between some of those jobs. So we have a really quick process to map a client's people to our success profiles. And that almost starts to stand up an initial structure quite quickly. Then we can look at the detail of those success profiles. So they've all got very deep content on a role's responsibilities, the sort of skills and competencies that someone would need to be able to do that job. And so we can start to build out the detail in terms of content. People have got different attitudes to whether they just want to take that content off the shelf or whether they want to make edits to the content. But it can be a pretty quick process to get to a point where we have both the structure and the detail in a format that can be loaded then into the HRIS system.
Okay. So the client decides if they want to take just the best-in-class profiles from us and use it as they are, or if they want to tweak them a little bit and make them more customized so that they fit their needs. And then they bring it into their systems like Workday, SuccessFactors, or Oracle. Now, when clients then work with us, what would you say? What's the result in the end for the firm, for the HR department, for the colleagues involved?
Well, this is a way really to get much more value, or to sort of maximize these really big investments in HRIS systems. When we need job profiles, for example, I mean, you could just link all of your employees to one dummy job profile. That would make the system work, but it won't work particularly intelligently, and it won't help to embed some of those processes and some of those workflows that people want from these systems. So this is more about actually. People spend a lot of money on HRIS systems, and so some of this content can then help get the best from those investments.
So it's really maximizing the investment that is already done for the SuccessFactors, Workday, or Oracle, or other system implementation, and to really max out this investment. Nice. So thank you so much for joining today, Ben. And I'm sure you're more than happy to be available for questions to the folks out there. And yeah, thanks again.
Definitely.
And
have these conversations a lot. I'm very happy to have more.
That's great. So have a lovely day.
Thanks. See you.